budget. Not player of the month, but player of the week. Actually played.
We never had player of the week.
These are the jerseys. I'm not going to put it up.
Wait, does it still stink? Can you hold it up?
That's probably still some sweat.
When we got those, that was the best though.
Terry had a bunch of them.
Before that was skins and shirts.
Yeah.
And one
wants
night
to get
I got
sweaty?
home and I couldn't find them. So the next week I said, oh, Terry's got it. So I looked at his pile of 20. And of course, I paid for mine. It's number 4. And I found my number. And he said, just a minute, Dave, before you take that, look at the book. Yeah, you paid for it. I paid for it back in 1988. I had to look for it in the book.
Thanks for paying for mine too, Dave.
He was a tenacious competitor, and he was a lover. I mean, playing, there's so much fun playing, and it was so serious for all of us when we played. The best thing, he called us gym rats. Remember that? And some things that happened in basketball internationally started with Tuesday night at the Kobe. For instance, sorry, the what's that European? What's that move? Eurostep. Eurostep was invented by Duncan Cortez. He invented that step.
It's a true statement.
He would stand there.
What do you mean I
Hit the
travel?
ball.
What do you mean I travel?
And he
only took 4 steps.
And he would pivot. And then he would shoot it and it would go in every time.
Yeah.
True statement.
Back in the old days, what we used to do is at the end of the year we would vote for the player of the year. But Terry, being such a mathematician, loved numbers, right? What Terry would do is says, you know what, I'm going to do something different. What we're going to do is I'm going to set up so that you're not really playing against each other, you're playing against yourself. So you have a lifetime average. And if a particular year, you go so many points above that average, the one who had the highest, difference growth would get the player of the year. Now, I was lucky that at the end of the year when I got in 95, that Dan Pfeiffer, he and I, and Terry told both of us before the game, he said, you guys are just points, percentage points apart from one another. So I just, of course I'm nervous as hell. So shit, Pfeiffer is like, this would be poor Pete Zenner. I think he was freaking scoring champion at that year. And I'm sure that Pfeiffer went up to Terry and said, put me on Dave's team. So he did, and he assisted, and I scored because he just gave me the ball. A tribute to the kind of people that Terry had playing in his league. That's what that was. The other part about Mr. Cortez in basketball is the love. And Terry was so freaking serious. He was so determined.
He was.
We'd see you guys after 6 months, give you hugs, right? I'd see Terry after 6 months. Dave, you got your $7? And he goes, 2 minutes. And we would begin our game. But he calls Jim Rat because after the game, we would just smile. We would just have 1 or 2 or a couple of these babies.
6 or 8.
And just be brothers, be gym rats together. It was wonderful for that. As far as the smile, biggest smile ever, all right? I was lucky enough to start playing 86 for a couple of weeks, and then 88 we went full time with us, but the night league was late o'clock, 7 o'clock league. And we would play, and we always had that smile after the game. We always had that smile. It was wonderful. And I was lucky to be playing with them in the last game. We were playing at Roosevelt when I was teaching, and then COVID came. And those last couple of years before that was at James. Those last couple of years, he'd bring Josh. And Josh was there with his bubs. And hard to say his love. Josh really cared for his boss, and he showed that love. And the whole time, Terry had that big smile on his face. So the legacy of that love that Terry has, it continues. And I'm sure, I'm sure it does with all the other the nieces and nephews. So that was wonderful. To Terry.
Hey, Commissioner. The commish.
That's one more thing I want to say about the commish. Thanks for bringing that up. Right, David Stern. Who's the guy now?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver, good commissioners, but they have pros to work with. They have pros, they have all-star athletes to work with. Terry had gym rats. We had gym rats. And I guarantee that our championships, we had championships every Tuesday night. We had a championship. If your team was could have been undefeated, or if your team was against another team and you had to play in the last game of the night, you were playing for that night's championship game. And when I would hit behind the 2-point line, if I happened to get a shot to win the game, I felt the same way John has felt. And the same way Stephen Curry felt after that ball went in. Now, it was only for a moment, a brief moment in my life. But I felt the same way. You have that same, like, wow, this is great. And all that because of Terry Cortez. All that because of him. So, he brought us together to be competitive and to have a blast. That was it.
Hey Dave, when the other team was when you were winning 4-3 and you were behind the arc getting ready to shoot, what was the one thing we all would say when the guy was behind? No two, no two, no two.
It was so great also. Speaking of love, to see Tom's two kids, Dan and Rachel, grow up with little kids and just grow up and play and become athletes, Great to see, and that was all because of Terry.
Rules for them so they could play.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was all part of it. It's all family. Which was
Josh the same way.
Yeah, Josh, the same thing.
Then he got tall.
Danny was kicking everybody's butt. And we don't want him playing anymore.
Hey.